Boy, Coach, I guess first off, congratulations on the win. Thank goodness for Bobby Portis.
Well, you talk about a tale of two halves, man. And you're right. Thank goodness for Bobby Portis. He was in that zone. You could tell at the first part of the game. I think he probably made our first 8 points. I know he made quite a bit in the first half, and give our guys credit. They went to the well, and the well was pretty full tonight. And what a performance by Bobby, and what a defensive effort by our guys. I mean, it wasn't a thing of beauty from the standpoint of shooting, but I think it wasn't because of lack of effort.
35 points for Portis in the ball game, sets a Razorback single-game record for a freshman, breaks Scotty Thurman's record. And you know, Coach, he was getting good shots. He was knocking down those shots, and you could tell he was carrying your team on his back there for a little bit.
Well, he was, and those guys trusted him enough to let him have it. And I thought one of the bigger plays in the game was the shot clock was running down, and he did a little swinging hook. It seemed like right there in the middle there. Tell you what, he continues to get better each and every game, and no matter what's thrown at him, he's really in the mix of making good things take place for our team. 6 block shots, that tells me he was very active.
Alandis Harris got some buckets for you down the stretch, finished with 8 points, and you needed all of them there.
Well, we talk about that's what Alandis can bring to the table. He brings a level of toughness, and you know, he missed a shot early in the game, but to his credit, I tell you what, he stayed confident and charged up, and I thought his physicality out there on the floor was really big for us in the first half, and mostly in the second half. He had some big plays for us.
You know, it was one of those nights where, you know, when it's all said and done, it might not have been the prettiest of games, but your team finished strong, and you talk about that. And tonight was a night in the final 4 or 5 minutes where they seemed to take control.
I'm glad you noticed that, because I thought our pressure defense, again, I thought that was the catalyst of I thought Alabama wore down. I really did. Those shots that they were making early on, and the attacks they were getting to the basket, all of a sudden they couldn't get in there, and we were able to deflect and block some of those shots. Again, just a gutty effort by our basketball team.
You've gotten some quality minutes 2 straight games now out of Mardrakus Wade. Played 24 minutes for you tonight. What's he doing? You've obviously got some renewed confidence in him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he keeps continuity going. He's been there, done that, so he's getting out there, and not necessarily the plays on offense. We know he hopefully can knock some shots down for us, but I just think he's keeping the defense glued together when he's out there. You just saw one group we had out there with Ja'Cory Williams as well as Wade. Those guys were like one unit out there and make it very difficult for Alabama to score.
You've got a basketball team now that's very much in need of a win. Just the confidence that comes from winning. I would imagine there's a lot of spirit in the locker room right now.
A lot more spirit has been taking place after the last few games. So it's good to see our guys be tested, and we've been tested this year. We know that, but I thought we finished to win tonight. We finished to win, whether we got to the free throw line, whether we needed a stop, whether we needed a big play on the offensive end. I thought we saw that tonight, but I was really impressed with our defense. And offensively, I know we can do it better, but we got 41 points in the second half.
Right.
And just think, Chuck, we only made 1 3-point shot. Guess who made that one shot?
Bobby Portis did it all for you tonight.
I think that's his first one in the Southeast Conference play, and again, that's what big-time players, and he got a chance to be a special player.
Second half of the conference season still to come. You got 9 league games to go. Starts with a trip to Vanderbilt on Saturday, and they're all big games from this point forward.
Well, we talked about, let's see if we can get that thing going in the right direction, get on the run. Let's see if we can trend and start playing some of our better basketball. And but I thought our effort defensively, rebounding the basketball. We had some travel calls there in the first half, but in the second half, it seemed like we cut it down quite a bit. Missed some chip shots early on. It's amazing. You miss those chip shots, boy, and it seemed like that bucket gets smaller. But in the second half, we saw a different half. I mean, we shot 54% from the field. We moved the basketball. Just seemed like we're in a much better rhythm in the second half.
I know this week in practice you emphasized physical play and toughness. Did you see, at least in that area, what you wanted to see tonight from your team?
Oh, I did. I saw us tested, and I thought our guys threw their bodies in there and came up with some offensive rebounds when we needed, some big offensive rebounds. And I thought we had the wherewithal, once we caught it, kick it back out. You know, a lot of times we catch it and try to go back up with it, but we kicked it back out and either got to the free throw line or got a better shot.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Thanks for coming by.